everybody and welcome back to the video on my YouTube channel. I'm Nicholas and today we are continuing my Everglow marathon ahead of their next comeback, which will be my first Everglow comeback, therefore meaning our Return of the Girl. We're now here with day 2 and yeah, on Tuesday we had checked out the debut stage and dance practice for the debut song Chocolat and their first 2 single albums. Today we're kicking things off with the comeback stage and the dance practice for Adios. And Adios, definitely a song that grew on me. My only complaint about the song back then when I did my catching up on Everglow was the missing bridge. You know, I feel like the song would be so much better with a very melodic finishing bridge into a big high note, into, you know, that powerful EDM chorus that they're going for anyways. Either way, it's still a very good song nonetheless, and I'm excited to see how it will go on stage. Like mentioned, it's insanely hype, it's insanely heavy, so I want to see how they do that on stage with the good choreo that I, from the music video, already can tell is also very engaging. But before it though, it's funnily enough very fitting that we have these 3 on the Sunday, because during the, or like after the reaction to the Bonbon Chocolat dance stuff, before I went into the mini album single album reactions, Google how I pronounce her name, which is Shihyun, because she's basically written like Shion from Dreamcatcher but with an additional H, so it's Shihyun. And then I was like, you know what? I already know it's Onda, EU, Bia, but maybe let's check if I maybe mispronounced something else. And for her, I already knew, yeah, Aisha is how you will pronounce it in English, you know, but it's actually Asha. Asha. So we're completely cutting out the I and go for Asha instead. And for her, I don't know if that's just a thing with Magnes, but she's written as Y-I-R-E-N. And how do we pronounce her? Not Yiren, but Yiron. Yiron. What? Why would you pronounce the E as an O? Why are we saying Yiron and not Yiren? Why is that a thing? Some Asian names just have a pronunciation where I'm like, why would you then write it like that? I mean, it's not as bad as for Twice's Magne, because she's written as T, Z, or was that? U, Y, U, and it's pronounced Chewie. Freaking Chewbacca from Star Wars. But she's pronounced as Chewie instead of Tsuyu or Chuyu, Chewie. Some names are. But yeah, I want to, as German potato with a weak English accent, try my best to really get the correct pronunciation. So we'll try my best. Shihyun, Asha, and Yeron. Now let's get into this. Everglow, Adios. Comeback stage. Let's go. Such stunning visuals in the music video. Love the looks. Onda's look especially. I love that hair on her. And we have a crowd. Hell yeah. I missed that sound effect. Their hip movements every time. Gorgeous stage setup though. Me and Shihyun opening great. Asha! And we're alive! Oh, the crowd adds so much. It's... Ooh, the crowd adds so much here, holy! That chorus choreo goes hard. It goes hard. On the Santa, hell yeah. I think she really doesn't have a lot of lines here. I'll get to that in a moment. That thing you're also pretty damn awesome. That also so many cool elements in this choreo. Ew. Her verse goes so hard. Yeah, seriously, the amount of epicness crowds at is crazy. Mia. Great camera effect. Were they included in the choreo too? Yes, they are. Did they really just, I mean, it's somewhat, maybe because it's not PG enough, but like, That was one of the coolest choreo bits in the entire music video, and they focus on one face while they do that. Good camera work, I meant. Woo! It goes so hard. It's so hype. What a fun song. Like mentioned, it's in comparison to Bonbon Chocolat, it's obviously so different in what it's trying to achieve. And what it's trying to achieve is just being a banger, and that's the case. Digging the Onda center, like mentioned. Yeah, like mentioned, the bridge would have been so awesome. Instead, we're getting this little outro bit. This song with a crowd is just awesome. Seriously, if there's a prime example of a crowd adding a lot to his song, it's this one. Or like at least to his stage performance. God damn, this is so cool with the goodbye adios. Yeah, da 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 da. Goodbye adios. Boom! That's just so cool. And I'm really glad that this song did not debut or like was released when the pandemic came out. I think for Dun Dun it would be okay, for La Di Da too. But if this would have been released in the pandemic, then it really would have probably suffered a little bit due to the fact that there is no fans. But yeah, it was good timing nonetheless, and it goes really hype with the crowd. And yeah, like mentioned, it's so different compared to Bonbon Chocolat. Bonbon Chocolat was very full and linear type of song with not as many spikes as this one has, and just generally it just has a lot of lyrics to it as well. Here we have a fully EDM dubstep chorus type of song which never has a lot of lyrics. And that gave us the little issue here that was the first time the line distribution went a bit into territory, because did Onda have any lines actually here? Like, we had an incentive for the stage choreo, but I think like literally line-wise there was barely anything. Obviously we had Mia, Asha, and Iu as the three main focuses. Then we had Jiron and Shihyun for this bit in the bridge and not the bridge, in the chorus and whatnot, and in the pre-chorus. But otherwise, obviously, the main focus were those three, and that's what I mentioned about Chocolat. That was something that I missed there, that there wasn't big individual highlights within that song. It was a great group debut that kind of lacked the, the showcasing of the individual talents and whatnot. That's why it's always easier for smaller groups to do that, as example Blackpink or ITZY or whatnot, because you just don't have that, you don't need to showcase that many members. Here we have 6, and they only really managed to really highlight 3, because these 3 just own these verses. Asha's bit goes hard, the way EU opens up with the second with the bang bang gets just hard. Then Mia as well, like mentioned. These 3 obviously owned this area, and obviously the other 3 will be getting more shine on the B-sides and later on other tire tricks. But this was at least, even though these 3 did not get a lot of lines, especially on that, at least 3 of the others were able to be highlighted more probably here. That's what I missed about Bonbon Chocolat as debut. I think some debut songs did a better job at that, but like I mentioned, it's totally fine to do like an equal showcase at the beginning and then slowly but steady give more highlight sections to all the members. Really hoping for a big Onda spotlight for, I'm not sure what the title would be. Is it Return of the Girl, or is it just the name of the mini album? We'll be getting the title track name yet to go. Generally, I've seen the teaser photos already. They look awesome, especially on everyone though. Like a biker Asha, I mean, ooh! It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, EVERGLOW's Adios comeback stage. The choreo goes hard. It goes really hard with the crowd. This was really enjoyable. I had a lot of fun with it. Enjoyed it a lot. Let's move on to the dance practice to focus even further on the choreo. Now without a crowd, obviously. Would be very, very different. I missed this sound effect from the music video in the audio, seriously. It goes hard! Oh, but are we only 5? Is someone missing? Asha, center. Never mind, we're 6. Definitely. Oh, we're actually hearing the the crowd steps too. That part is also cool. This pre-chorus is so good though. Like mentioned, the bridge missing is definitely a negative factor, but at least the pre-chorus is perfect. This build up to the chorus is so good. It's so strong, and the choreo then delivers. It's again the choreo that makes you want to do it too. Understand that then, like mentioned here for this. But I actually love the fact that you can hear these, you know. Generally, I love this like general type of theme that they have for the music video here too. This bit goes, he owns this so hard. With the way the bass completely overloads. I love the way they have really Asha as center here. I mean, we talked about it, her height is just makes it stand out that way. But to really have everybody go in circle around her just adds a lot to it. Such a dangerous move, you know? Not in sense of it's dangerous to do, but like that adds just so much more sass into that choreo. Like mentioned, no idea why you would zoom in on the face while that is happening on stage for the performance, but I actually I prefer the pre-chorus over the chorus in general. I don't know, the build-up makes the chorus way more satisfying. The chorus itself is satisfying, but like it wouldn't be half as satisfying without this pre-chorus, and the choreo just adds to it as well. But I really know, but like, this is also a moment where I really realize why Asha is my bias, because I can't take my eyes off her here. This video goes also very fun, you know. Woo! Oh, that was way too quick. Yeah, we had that yesterday already. Okay. EVERGLOW Adios dance practice. Like mentioned, I mean the song is very long in general, and now that we have hit this dance practice bit again, we can really see Onna didn't have any lines. She only was really center forward that second part in the chorus. I feel like they, like mentioned, as someone that has been writing songs for fun over the years, I've been now, since I got into K-pop, always been trying to think about, okay, how would you do that if I had like several members? And I always find it a bit weird how they don't manage to find time for everybody, you know? It's always a bit weird to me, because I'm like, oh, they could have put her in there, or like, you know, switch it here and here around, because this dance practice really showed, or like dances in general show and choreo show, because you would just see who's in center or who's not. You know, it's always easy in my opinion to really get the way a song's constructed and who is getting the most spotlight within the performances. Because there, obviously, you will have a slow focus on just that member instead of, you know, the crazy visuals or whatnot. You can often get lost in the visuals of a music video and then afterwards really realize what you listen to, you know? That's the point of a music video generally. This is an awesome song that grew on me. Lacks the bridge, but is otherwise still hype, but still definitely has the issue of they highlight members, but could have definitely found more room for the other three as well by just switching up things a little bit, you know? Nonetheless, Adios definitely a incredible song, a heavy song, and especially a very powerful first comeback after Bomb and Chocolat. It was a complete switch up already, and will be followed by Dan, which goes for a similar formula, but in a way more flourished way. I will be talking about that then next Tuesday when we get to that. But yeah, Adios, a very fun song, and insanely fun and engaging choreo. Like mentioned, I couldn't take my eyes off her throughout the entire dance practice. You know, that's where you have this one singular shot in frame with no camera work going on, and there I just couldn't get my eyes off her, and that's one of these moments where I realized, yep, that's my bias right there. Generally, I was thinking about making like a post. I remember someone asking me who's your bias, and then in the group I was like, maybe I should make a post about it. Would you guys maybe be interested in it? Like mentioned, or EVERGLOW's Asha as bias wrecker. it's honestly hard to tell. Like like Onda's really pretty. I really like her in that sense. But like EU, especially in Mia, in the sense of like as performers and as within songs. But they have such great voices too. As is definitely my bias. Onda probably my bias record, but everybody is just incredible in this group. But yeah, maybe we would be interested in that. Tell me about it down below. I may be doing a post like that. I would obviously have to think about every group and like write stuff down for that. But either way. EVERGLOW Adios, dance performance / dance practice and comic stage. Had a lot of fun with it, enjoyed a lot, and I hope you enjoyed my reactions. If you did, let me like down below. There's something today. What are your thoughts on Adios of its choreo? Tell me all about it down below in the comments as well. And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, if you want to support me, you can gladly leave a sub as well or support my Patreon. It would help me a lot. We see each other again with EVERGLOW in just 2 hours. There I will be checking out, actually in this case here, around in 5 minutes or so, I will be checking out their first mini album, Reminiscence, which came with Dun Dun, which will have 3 B-sides. So look forward to that. We see each other again with more dance related content next Tuesday, where you then check out the comic stage and dance practice for Dun Dun. I hope you stay safe, healthy, and happy. Have a great time, have a great week, and see you again in a few hours with more EVERGLOW and next week as well. Thanks for watching.